I think it's been a great experience. I mean, altogether, the last time we were here was amazing, and then this week, just getting more into detail and in depth and everything, I think it's been very beneficial, and I'm ready to take it back to Kentucky.
This week was really good. Back at home we have Mio, but I never really knew how to properly use it. So with this course, I got like very in-depth training on exactly how to use it, the different layers and like the pre-staining. I didn't even know about the pre-staining. And that was so helpful in the process of making them look very beautiful and very aesthetic. So,
well, it's definitely shown us, you know, kind of how everything gets started. You know, we usually just send stuff out, so we don't ever get to see that aspect of it. So it's been, you know, pretty great to learn, again, more in depth on how everything works in the whole process from, you know, start to finish.
Yeah, kind of what she was saying, and as well as seeing like, you think it's a certain amount of layers, but it's way more in depth than you think. There's so many steps and little details to add to it. So I feel like I've kind of dipped my toes into it. I don't fully know, but I've learned a whole lot, and I would love to continue learning how to become better at digital design. So.
It's definitely helped a lot. And like Olivia was saying, you know, there's a lot to it, and it's not something you're gonna pick up overnight, but we are very glad to have been able to, you know, have somebody walk us through, not even just one person. Everybody here was, you know, going around, making sure nobody was left behind and making sure everybody was caught up. And it's intense, but it's really exciting. I
think just kind of playing around with it and doing it over and over and over again. So we got to do, you know, start over and try to do it over and over again until it kind of made more sense. So I'm just thankful for how patient everyone was and sitting with us and just kind of going through that and giving us that confidence to set the teeth and get everything right and kind of have it make sense to us. So.
It's definitely helped a lot. And like I said, you know, usually before we would send everything out. And so now we're being able to see each process, and it kind of helps us understand it more. And I definitely think it's helped with the flow of things.
And I think just like showing us how they do it and having to go back home and apply it to our office and kind of make it to fit us as well, and just kind of showing us how it's done so that we can take it back and do it for ourselves and have that workflow. Very nice.
It was definitely presented well, and I think that really allowed us to be able to learn how to do it better. You know, somebody just sat it down and said, all right, here you go, start painting an arch. And I'm just gonna sit here and be like, where do I begin? You know, so I think that everybody here definitely did a great job at explaining it and showing us, you know, this is where you wanna begin, this is kind of where you wanna finish, and it was really great.
And just like how the technique and everything is different than like painting it on. And just, I think, being able to start over and just wipe it off and just retry until it makes sense, just kind of having to sit there and work it out. So
before, we were probably just taking it out of the mill and throwing it in the oven, you know, and now we're actually learning how to contour and make those arches look like teeth. I think that's very important, especially for the patient. So.
Yeah, those burrs were awesome. Just the different sizes and levels and how detailed you can get. And I think we bought some to take home, so I'm very excited to use those when we get back to the office.
Line angles are very important because, you know, your patient could be outside, and depending on where the sun's hitting them or the light is hitting them, you know, you have that line angle that's gonna kind of like cast that shadow. If you don't have your line angles, you know, the way that they need to be, you're gonna be able to tell, definitely. So line angles are definitely very important. I'm glad we were able to practice doing those. Oh, it's gonna help us tremendously. You know, I mean, we're used to doing denture conversions, and those, you know, the surgery itself may not take that long, but it's that process afterwards of, you know, spending all your time trying to make sure that denture conversion is gonna fit right. And, you know, with them, they're able to do their surgery, move on to another one while everything else is being prepared. And I just feel like they're able to be more efficient and do more with their time. And so that is something that we're definitely excited to take back home and start doing as well.
Yeah, definitely. Like, I just feel like it'll be so much smoother. Because sometimes with the denture conversion, having to pick up and everything in an access hole or something goes wrong and the fit's wrong. So just having that, I think it's just going to be so much more efficient and smoother.
Just do it.
I would definitely recommend it. It's been an awesome experience, especially coming right out of school. I've learned so much from these courses that I had no idea about and never learned in school. So it's just a really neat experience, very hands-on, and they want you to take home everything you can. So.
Oh, I love them.
They're amazing.
They're so great. I literally was just saying earlier, like, dang, I don't want to leave now. Like, I feel like they're family. Like, I've become such good friends with these people. It's sad. So I'm going to have to come back.
Yeah.
Definitely. I'm just going to pop in.